What is up, everyone? This is Omegabalmung with another comic book pickups of the week. This time I'm coming a little earlier than usual. I guess usually it takes me a little while, but I kind of went with what I said before. Was buying a little bit less newer comics, and so I could kind of read them through and kind of just digest them a little better than having to hurry up and read through like a whole bunch of them. But this week, like I said, I bought a little less. It's still a lot, but I'm getting there. But like I said, I have some pretty good books this week. I thought they had some pretty good books, and let's just get started here. First up, it is Sinestro. Really dig the first one. This is my brother's favorite, DC character, but I did really enjoy this. The first book, and the second book kind of takes after what the first one did. What happened is, Lissa Drek was looking for Sinestro because the Yellow Lanterns have become, this kind of just, hey, everybody could join us, and our killer has taken over that. So. And Sinestro is back, to do what he does best. And in this one, he kind of challenges the Yellow Lanterns again, and to see who is the top dog. And pretty much, of course, Sinestro is the strongest, one of the strongest Green Lanterns. And then when he's the Yellow Lantern, he's super powerful, and he shows it in this one, and he just pretty much kicks a lot of butt. But this is pretty cool, episode, I should say, or issue. Like I said, he kind of just regains control of the Yellow Lanterns, and now he's kind of just finding out who wants to be a Yellow Lantern. Kind of weeding out the weak, and recruiting the strong. So, pretty cool issue. I really did enjoy it. I want to give this a 3 out of 5. Next up is The Amazing Spider-Man 2, of course. We get some look at the cool power there with Electro. He is super vamped up now. If you remember in Superior Spider-Man, Doc Ock did something to Electro, and now he is either Shocker? No, not Shocker, Electro. And now he's super vamped up, and he said he was going to get revenge from Spider-Man, and that is what happens in this episode, in this issue. Electro kind of comes after Spidey, and tries to get a revenge of what has happened. So then you learn a little bit more of Doc, what has Doc Ock been doing to Spidey. He kind of still kind of living with that, and he's trying to get his life back together, but at the same time trying to prove that he is the real Spider-Man. He is the real Peter Parker, and and he's just telling people that oh yeah, the guy that you guys knew before was actually not me, and this is somebody else. So pretty cool issue. Like I said, Amazing Spider-Man issue 2. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. Really did enjoy the read from this one. So pretty cool. I kind of could see what is going to be next, but hopefully it's pretty cool like this one too. Great action scene and a little bit of storytelling too. So next up is Original Sin issue 2, and I bought the one with the variant cover. Yay! I didn't really give this one a good read yet. Like I said, quite a lot of books this week. A little bit less, but I'm talking about a little bit less. But like I said, I can't really give a cool, a breakdown of this book yet. Like I said, I haven't read through the whole thing. I only read through like 1 or 2 pages, the first few pages only. So, but like I said, I just want to give a shout out to this book, of course. And I got the pretty cool variant cover for this one with the Hulk and Iceman in the front there. So I'm pretty happy with this one. Next up is Batman Eternal. Awesome book as usual. This one's actually pretty good. I'm really enjoying it. This one we see a little bit of what is kind of figuring out what is actually going on now. You have the Falcones and Penguin pretty much doing kind of fighting over territories and stuff like that, and Batman's kind of figuring out who. What is going on? You have Pig. They're kind of using him to do all their bidding, and pretty much trying to get rid of him. And he kind of gets back at them at the end. So, pretty cool read. Awesome action. I kind of got this mixed up with the normal Batman one, but it's pretty cool too. So, this is Batman Eternals issue 7. You want to give this a 4 or 5. Really did enjoy this book. So, next up is Elektra, issue 2. I have to give lots of thumbs up for this one, mostly for the artwork. If you left off, Elektra is actually has a kind of like assassin contract that she has to do, and she has to go against this. I forgot what his name's called, Cape Crow or something like that, Cape Crone or something like that, and she kind of meets up with a few villains, or Lady, Bullseye, and I forgot what the other guy was, and you get some pretty cool action scenes in here. Like I said, I'll love it, and you get a little bit more of what is happening at the end. You kind of figure out who the heck threw this contract up, and it's pretty cool. I really do enjoy this. The read is okay, I guess, but like I said, the artwork is gorgeous. I'm giving this a 3 out of 5. Like I said, the artwork itself, if you if you don't like reading, this is probably one of the coolest artwork I've seen in a long time. I'm a big fan of anime and stuff like that, and like I said, I haven't been reading too long, but whoever Del Mundo, I think that's the artist. He does awesome work. I would like to check out some more of his artwork. So, pretty cool book. Elektra, issue 2. Next up is Harley Quinn, issue 6. It is crazy. That's all I can say. Harley Quinn is, like I said, a really crazy book. But that's pretty cool. You get a lot of like weird scenes in this issue 6. You kind of figure out. Now you don't figure out, but at the end, they kind of just dragging on, like, oh yeah, I know who is, who made that contract to kill you. So, and like this one, this is just weird. It just has a lot of weird, funny moments in this. And like I said, hopefully people enjoy it. This will probably be my last one for Harley Quinn, unless something else comes out that kind of catches my interest. But not a big fan of this the issue so far. So like I said, this will probably be my last one. So I'm giving this one a 2 out of 5. Just not really enjoying it. It's funny, but it's just, that's all it is. Maybe I'm just not a big fan of Harley herself. But like I said, you can't enjoy everything, I guess. Next up is Supergirl issue 31, Red Daughter of Krypton. This continues, what is going on with Supergirl. She's been with the Red Lanterns now, and she's kind of gone against, not gone against, but from the last issue. And the last issue of the Red Lanterns, they found that Atrocitus is back, and he's looking for Red Lanterns, and pretty much the crew has to kind of go and stop Atrocitus, because he is pretty powerful. So in this one, you have a little bit of action scene. They find out where Atrocitus is, and yeah, she's Kara herself is going against a judge, I guess. I don't know who that is, but they kind of look through your heart, your soul, and find if you want to be judged, if you're judged to be bad or good. And then this one is pretty cool how she's judged to be good or neutral, I guess, because I guess it's just like a memory in her that her mom stops the judge from actually like destroying or killing her. So that's pretty cool. We see a little bit more, and then it kind of just ends kind of abruptly. So I would definitely really do want to see what's going to happen next. So of course, I'm going to pick up the next Red Lantern and Supergirl if it extends to that. Next up is Forever Evil Justice League issue 30. In this one, we have Lex Luthor and Captain Cold pretty much joining the Justice League, and Superman's kind of away for a bit, and it's pretty decent, I guess. Oh, Supergirl issue 31. I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. On this one, I probably just bought it because it's kind of weird because I haven't really kept up with any of the Justice League issues. But this one is it's supposed to have a lot of the villains that are going to be in with the Justice League. So in this one, you kind of figure out something happens, and they're looking for Green Lantern's ring, I guess, because something is going to happen, and Lex is trying to help them. And unfortunately, Captain Cold does get a little scene only. That's it. But like I said, Lex for now is with the Justice League. So I'm giving this a 3 out of 5. Next up is New 52 Future's End. We have a pretty cool look at what happens after in issue 3 here. Like I said, there's always a whole bunch of different. There's three stories that are in Future's End. There's the Grifter, Batman Beyond, which is Terry McGinnis, and Firestorm. And of course, you go through them. This one, Batman Beyond, or Terry has infiltrated a place, and Batman, of course, is mostly if he's from the future. He has gadgets that kind of just hides himself and things like that, and he actually gets caught. And the guy that I don't remember this guy's name in front of here. He catches Terry in the act, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is Batman. This is not. Batman's too smart for us to be doing this." But at the same time, he looks like Batman and things like that. So it's kind of just ruining what Terry was trying to do. I guess trying to be stealthy. Then you get the Firestorm. He's just still trying to He's still struggling to be the Firestorm, and at the same time, because he feels guilt that he has killed Green Arrow, Oliver Queen, and now he's like, oh yeah, I can't really turn back because I want to be helping people 24/7. And then you got the Grifter. His is pretty quick. His actually is the first story, and he kind of just goes around. I guess they captured a alien guy, and the Grifter is kind of weird. I don't know much about the Grifter. I got to kind of look him up, but we'll see what he does and what's his powers and stuff like that. But anyways, Features End. This 3 out of 5. Next up is Batman Superman. Affected Chapter 3 from the Superman Doomed issue. So this one follows up what happens after, I think it was Superman and Wonder Woman. This one is, Superman has been infected. He is turning to himself, and he is turning into Doomsday himself. But they kind of figure out what is going on, and Batman and Superman, or Batman and Wonder Woman, actually heads into the Phantom Zone and figure out who has started all this kind of weird, plan. And we get to look at Doom's. We get to look at Steel in his full suit, which is freaking awesome. You get to look at a few like Mongol and Nam, and they're all stuck in the Phantom Zone, and it's pretty cool action scenes. But like I said, it does end. You see, I forgot what his name, but I don't remember what his name was, but he turn himself into like a ghost and stuff like that. But pretty cool issue. Giving this one a 3 out of 5. Let's see. Next up is actually the last book I was able to pick up this week. But I didn't really give it a good read yet. So there's really 2 books that I didn't give a good read. Of course, there's Original Sin and Lola from Aspen. Like I said, as always, this has pretty awesome artwork. Love it. but like I said, I have not yet read it yet, so still got to go through it. But I can't really give it a grade or anything like that. I can't really talk about it. So, anyways, that is it for the new pickups. Of course, I have some oldies I picked up, some back issues. Of course, I went and went back to Source today. Because we're just kind of, my cousin and I were just chilling, and we're like, we got nothing else to do, let's go to Source. So, of course, I had to buy some stuff. First thing is Action Comics issue 392. I totally bought this one because I've seen it a few times at different stores and stuff like that. I just love the way it looks. If you look at it, it says, look, Superman, or Batman and Superman standing there with I guess Batman's son and Superman's son, and they're like, Batman's like, look, Superman, my son is a diving whiz. He could compete in the Olympics. But Superman's like, but my boy always winds up with a belly flop. Batman, and I do mean flop. So it just looks weird. And then the bottom says, the shame of the super son. So I don't know. I just bought it because it has a pretty cool cover. I'm going to see if I can get this a little closer there. So yeah, it's just funny looking. I laughed at it every time I seen it, so I'm like, I have to pick it up. Next up is X-Men issue 9. I think this one's X-Men volume 2 issue 9. So this is actually with Spider-Man, and they're still actually going against, I guess, the Croc. So not Killer Croc. I don't remember his name. I have too many names in my head, so. This one is X-Men issue 10. This one is just, I think this is the last issue for with the Spider-Man appearance. So, at least in this run, in this series. So, pretty cool. The next up I got was Action Comics 365. There's some little weird. I guess it's in a series of how Superman gets infected and he dies and comes back. The next one is actually, or not the next one, but it shows that Supergirl looking for a replacement for Superman. It's pretty funny looking. So pretty cool little title here. The saddest story ever told: Superman's funeral. And in the bubble, the bubble here says, in split seconds, my space coffin will speed into the hottest sun in the universe. Goodbye, Lois, Lana, Lori, Supergirl. And you see them on the bottom right there. It's just funny looking. I love these Silver Age. Not Silver Age, and, it just looks weird. Looks weird, and they have some pretty weird, pretty corny lines and stuff like that. Next up is Superman issue 300. You can see I'm trying to build up my Superman comic collection here. Superman issue 300, and the cover says Superman 2001. Just imagine the Man of Steel coming to Earth as a baby today and growing up in the world of tomorrow. And you can see Superman in the background there with his parents, and then Jor-El, and I don't remember what the mom's name is, and you see him getting shot up into space from Krypton, and that's pretty cool. Had to pick it up. Next up is Flash issue 180. I had to do this because, well, there's a samurai in the front there. I don't know much about Flash's enemies, but is he a reoccurring character? I don't know. I got to read more about it, but on the bottom it says Super Speed Showdown: The Flash versus the fastest sword in the East, and this is a pretty cool cover. I love it, so I decided to get it. It's pretty pricey because it's a Silver Age comic, of course, but looking pretty cool. So this is Flash issue 180, and then didn't get a chance to really go through all these, but this is actually, I think, like 6 books, maybe 6 books, or maybe 4 books, but it was like $1. And they just bundle it together. It's the Batman Beyond Unlimited series, and there's like I said, about 4, maybe 4 or 5 books in here. I haven't gone through it yet. I probably should have done it before I actually, did a did a little video for this, but like I said, it's pretty cool. It's like $1 for like 4 of them. I had to do it because first of all, it's Batman Beyond Unlimited. So next up is Earth 2. Let me get a little closer there. Earth 2, issue 5. The Green Lantern versus Death God Grundy. So I haven't gone through this yet. I'm just trying to save, the Earth 2 series. Read them one by one. I know there's a few issues that were pretty hard to get. Mostly when I want the Superman on the cover. That's the one I want to get, but it looks pretty cool. It's Earth 2, issue 5. And of course, I had to get this one again. Not again, but I got to get this series. Smallville season 11, issue 5. So you can see there it says on the bottom, it says The Dark Knight falls on Metropolis. So I'm guessing this is appearance of Batman in Smallville season 11. Wow. So it's pretty cool. I kind of just looked through real quick because I had to put it in some new bags. So pretty cool issues. Next up is the last one in the comic here. My comics of the week. It is Ms. Marvel issue 2. This is the 1980 issue, so this is one of her really not first appearance, but first solo issues. This is issue 2. I'm looking for issue 1. I did see issue 1 at SpringCon, which I really should have bought, but at the same time, from afar it looked really good. But at this, I got a little closer and I looked at it. It was a little beat up and it was like pretty expensive, so I was like, I have to pass on it. But this one's actually really good. The cover is still very, very nice and neat. This is actually just issue 2, so I'm pretty excited for that. I want to actually try to get issue 1. That is on top of my to-do list. But anyways, that is it for this week. Hope to see you guys back next week for some more comic book pickups of the week.